Back here at Lonato as we get ready to race the third and final round of OK Junior for the WSK Euro Series for 2020. Another brilliant week of racing in the junior category. Arvid Lindblad, the Londoner, will start on pole, but it hasn't been easy. This is what's happened thus far this weekend at Lonato in OKJ. Hugo, the American, fastest qualifier with a 47.688 was Ugo, but his luck ran out there and then. Arvid Lindblad 301 didn't qualify so well, but worked his way back into contention throughout the week. The Tony Kart team, they've been in force. Alfio Spinner 304, so Karol Pashovic 302, Maxwell Dodds in the parallel, Josh Irfan, and of course the Chetila Racing team drivers also in contention. Imo Fittipaldi, watched by the two-time Indianapolis 500 winner, two-time Formula One world champion, happens to be his father Emerson, here at Lonato. 301 Lindblad will start on pole position in just a moment for the third round of the series. 307, he just got a glimpse of Igor Chepil from the Czech Republic. Also in the Kart Republic, there are the karts on the grid. It is a 17-lap, 20-kilometre final here this afternoon, which will go by in the blink of an eye. Lindblad on pole position, Chepil out of grid 2 to the left of your screen. Max Dodds from Leeds in the north of England, and Rafa Modenese for the Lennox Racing team on the second row of the grid. It is a class field. Last year's WSK Euro Series champion in the OK Junior category was Andrea Antonelli, who just a few moments ago won the OK Championship for 2020. And the mini champion in 2019 was Rashid Al-Daheri in 60 Mini, who's having only his third race in the junior category this weekend, and first WSK race at that. It's a 34 kart grid, starting from Lindblad from London, who will lead from pole, and Tom Bracken, the SP tuning entry, back on grid 34. We'll go through it for you in its entirety in just a moment. We're ready to race the final. We welcome you to the north of Italy. You are watching us live on WSK.it. Round 3, the double header on a glorious afternoon at the tail end of the Italian summer. Here in the north of Italy, halfway between Venice and Milan, just south of Lago di Garda. Lindblad on pole. This is what the grid looks like. Chepil out of 2. It's an all Kart Republic front row of the grid. Max out of 3. Rafa out of 4. Alfio Il Siciliano out of 5. Fast Freddie Slater and Dion Gauda, then it's Tuukka Tappinen and Maceo Capieto. Timek Kuhacic, then we go back to Brando Badoea and the Singaporean Christian Ho. Karol Pash out of 13, then it's the Jamaican sensation Alex Powell, 13 years and 2 days of age. Then it's Nikola Zolov, the Bulgarian Lion, Rintaro Sato, one of 2 sons of Indianapolis 500 winners in the race this afternoon. Alexander Gubenko, Roman Andriolo, Rem, Fajera, Zachary David, and from North Carolina, USA, Connor Zilic, Sonny Smith, and from Mallorca in the middle of the Mediterranean, it is the middle of the Fluxa brothers, Lucas. Edgar Ampilagov, Martinez for Team Rosberg, Jan Puchui, Keepsy back on grid 28, Sebastian Schinmark, and then it's Imo Fittipaldi, Wilmac back on the 16th row of the grid alongside Brent Cruz, Valerio Rinicella from the eternal city of Rome, and for SP tuning out of grid 34, the Belgian Tom Bracken. Kart Republics lock out the front row of the grid. We go around one more time. You may remember back in February, we raced the second round of the WSK Supermaster Series here at Lonato. It was the biggest event ever in the 15-year history of WSK promotion. 360 drivers coming from all around the planet before the world virtually stopped turning on its own axis. It stopped dead, you know why. But we are delighted to be back in action here this afternoon. The double-header weekend, the WSK Euro Series. The Supermaster Series champion, Arvid Lindblad, 301 from London. Igor Chepil from the Czech Republic out of grid 2. Kart Republic's front row of the grid. We race. Fabulous start by Maxwell Dodds as Igor Chepil gets hung out to dry. Il Siciliano Alfio in the 304 Tony Kart immediately up into third place. Alfio tries to make it second. Dodds in second. But it's Arvid Lindblad from London who leads the first lap of the OK Junior final here this afternoon. Good start by Dion Gowda for Ricky Flynn Motorsport. Also Freddie Slater for RFM. They make their way down through the chicane for the first time. Lindblad leads in 301 and Maxwell Dodds makes it a British 1-2. Looking for Rafa Modanese from Lima in Peru. He's had a messy start. Fernando Baduea coming from the 6th row of the grid. He's already in position 5. 303, the Chetila Racing Kart Republic. On the back of Dion Gowda, the Singaporean, for Ricky Flynn Motorsport. Down into the pit hairpin for the second time. The field settled down. There's Martinez on the outside. Going wheel to wheel with the Filipino, Zachary David, the two English drivers, Sonny Smith and Harley Keeble just ahead. And behind Fajeda, Yampu Chui and Lucas Fuchsa. Lindblad leads. Dodds in second on our timing screens. It is the Union Jack, 1 and 2. Then the Italian flag of the Sicilian. 2 Italian flags now because Brando, who looks over his right shoulder, back to the Singaporean Dion Gowda. Brando has gone through into 4th place. Trying to take a victory. He had a fantastic start. The king of one-lap qualifying. So quick is Brando as you look at the virtual championship. Alfio Spinner in 3rd place. But his biggest threat is the driver we just spoke of, who's coming up behind him. Brando Baduea. Dion Gowda for Ricky Flynn Motorsport trying to make it through as well. Lindblad, the gap just 0.3 of a second. There's Massimo Cappietto, 345, the second generation racer in the Cosmic Kart. Just a few places off the podium is the French-Italian driver. Ahead of Igor Chepil, who started on the front row of the grid but has had a disastrous start. There goes the Czech, looks over his right shoulder. Back to Tuka Tapanen and Karol Pashovic in the Tony Karts. Nikola Zoloff, the Bulgarian Lion from Sofia in the east of Europe for the Spanish DPK for Fernando Alonso kart racing team. He's inside the top 10 now. Just goes down through the chicane now, does Nicola. It's getting messy further back in the pack. Cappietto goes down the inside and takes Dion Gowda, who gets mauled on the exit side by side with the Czech, Igor Chepil. Brando through in 4, Cappietto through in 5. Igor Chepil from the front row of the grid, he's in 6th place. Seventh place, in fact. Now it's 6th as he goes by Dion Gowda, goes wide on the exit. 3-1-3, Tuukka Tapanen from Finland in the Tony Kart. There's his teammate as Dodds slows to a stop in the background. Dodds is out. Maxwell with an issue, rolled to a stop. Spinner ran into the back of him. Was not expecting that, was the Italian. Dodds rolls to a stop and he's out. Maxwell Dodds, the Brits were 1 and 2. He's had an issue. He punched the steering wheel in absolute frustrating anger. Maxwell Dodds disastrously has retired from the final of the WSK Euro Series here this afternoon. Lindblad leads with the fastest lap of the race, a 48.371. Maxwell Dodds has retired. His kart's already been removed. Huge disappointment for the driver from Leeds in the north of England. Maxwell Dodds is out. That leaves Arvid Lindblad clear, 1.5 seconds up the road from the two Italians. There's Matteo Cappietto closing in on the back of Brando. As it stands, Alfio would still take the title comfortably, 302 points to 218 of Brando. And Igor Chepel, who's starting to recover, the Czech Republic driver in position 5. There's confirmation at the bottom right of your screen. Lindblad would move into 4th and Tuukka Tappinen in P5. He's 6th in the race. He's the Finn in the 3-1-3 Tony Kart. Matteo Cappietto close to the back of Brando Badoea. Both second-generation racers. Arvid Lindblad, the half Swede, but English driver as Cappietto drives down the inside, and he's now up onto the podium in the 3-4-5 Cosmic. Fabulous drive from Marcelo. Goes by Brando Badoea. It would change the championship so slightly. It puts Brando 3 points behind Igor Chepel for the title. Spinner just needs to finish in second place, even if he does not catch the driver from England with the Swedish origins. Will get it right. He's got the Swedish flag on his suit, lives in London, a proud Brit, even if he does have a Swedish father. The yellow flag is out in the background. That is for Sonny Smith, who's just retired. But Arvid Lindblad looking good. He's got 2 seconds now over this battle. Alfio Spinner would take the title. Former WSK Supermaster Series champion in Mini. Here's Alfio Spinner. Started the season at Sarno with a victory, driving for Chetila Racing Kart Republic. He's painted green. And 304 moves over to the Tony Kart. Halfway through the season, let's be honest, after the world stopped, it was basically a reset for everything as well. Got the call from the factory at Pravale. Tony Kart Racing Team driver 304. So would take the title technically, I guess. Half for Kart Republic. Well, maybe 33% for Kart Republic and 66% for Tony Kart. He's in second place. Matteo Cappietto. His father, Guillaume, engineer with the Prema Power team, racing in the FIA Formula 2, Formula 3 championships, as well as the FIA Formula Regional European F3 championships, which is also presented by WSK Promotion, along with the Italian F4 championships presented by WSK. But a good racer in his own right was Guillaume. We go back to, I think, 1998 off memory. European Intercontinental A championships in 100cc. Started on the second row of the grid in, I think it was a CRG. It's still floating around on YouTube somewhere. Guillaume looking to take that title 22 years ago, before his son Marcel was even born. He didn't. He was out after just a couple of laps. But his son following in his footsteps. Also, of course, Brando Badoea, you know the history of his father, Luca Badoea, 1992 Formula 3000 champion, driving arguably the most beautiful racing car ever made, the 92 Reynard D. A long career in Formula 1, finishing up with Scuderia Ferrari just over a decade ago. Brando in 4th place. He's off the podium. He would finish 3rd in the series. He has proven to be so quick in qualifying. Pole position after pole position, including at Adria, the WSK Champions Cup back in January. Seems just a couple of months ago. It's now September. So it was the best part of almost a year ago now that he took pole position, as well as the first round of the Supermaster Series. And earlier in the week as well, did Brando take pole position for this, the WSK Euro Series. And he runs in 4th place as we count down the laps in the junior final. Capieto in the Cosmic, catching Spinner. He could let them by. He could let Brando by as well and still take out the title as well. Il Siciliano, 3:04 in second place in the Tony Kart. Capieto is coming for him in the Cosmic. Gets closer now with 5 laps remaining. Lindblad is about to cross the line. He's got a lead of 2.5 seconds. Fastest lap of the race for the Londoner, Lindblad. A 48 dead he's doing. These drivers 48.2. So he's got 0.2 of a second over the rest of the field. And he's pulling away. The gap is now 2.57 seconds. Lindblad disappears down the bottom of your screen. Capieto now on the back of the Sicilian for second place. Brando's watching this. Wants to get up on the podium. Can't take the victory realistically this afternoon. Neither in the championship as well. 3:03 goes through. Then it's Igor Chepil. Capieto in the 3:45 Cosmic. Look at the inside rear. Skipping off the bitumen. Down the inside goes the Frenchman. The Sicilian gets him on the exit. Looks over his right shoulder and says, no, you don't. Brando, can he respond? How many bullets has Capieto got left to fire here this afternoon? That was the first one. Now he's been shot in the foot by Brando Baduer, so to speak. The boy from Montebelluna, north of Venice, goes into third place. And Igor Chepil, second in the series as well, closes in on the back of the 3:45 Cosmic Kart. They give Spinner breathing space. Capieto down the inside, goes in deep, loses out on the exit. He's made 2 passes in the same manner, but just couldn't get it stopped in time. He's slow on the exit. Igor Chepil from the Czech Republic, side by side down the straight, 123 k's an hour. Chepil takes him. Tuukka Tappinen, 3:13, the Finn in the Tony Kart. Watches all this, pulls in. The gap, it was a second, and now he's right on their tail. Capieto gets him back. 3 laps remaining here this afternoon. Sideways on the exit, they race down the hill. The virtual championship in the bottom right of your screen. Spinner will take the title. Lindblad will take the race win, but the battle is on for the final step of the podium. Chepil from the front row of the grid he started, remember, being attacked by the Finn. The Cosmic, the Kart Republic, the Tony Kart. 2 laps now remaining. Lindblad has 2.9 seconds over Alfio Spinner. Brando Baduer, we told you how quick he is. He's just done a 48.043, the fastest lap of the race for the Chetila Racing team driver, 3:03 in third place. There's Nikola Zoloff in the background, on the back of Karel Pashovic, ahead of Timo Kulharczyk. And Dion Gauda, the Singaporean for Ricky Flynn Motorsport, rounds out the 10. Look at Capieto's car. Jack on the rubber grip here. Violently holds on to the steering wheel. There's Tappinen. On the back of Chepil, this is the last lap of the race. Christian Ho, meanwhile, he goes 47.988. The Singaporean down in 13th. Goes faster than anybody. There he is in the background, won't make the podium, but he's going quicker even than the leaders. This is the last lap. Lindblad will win round 3 of the WSK Euro Series. Spinner in second place, 3 seconds behind, but that will be enough for the Sicilian to take the title. And Baduer has fought his way back into third place. This is the race leader, about to be the race winner. Lindblad leads, he's from London, he takes the checkered flag, wins the race for Cosmic, I should say for Kart Republic. Spinner across the line in second place, Baduer third, Capieto in the Cosmic. He comes fourth, indeed it is. 47.987, the Cosmic home in fourth. Just misses the podium, does the French Italian. And with that, Spinner is the WSK Euro Series champion for 2020. Lindblad with the victory. As you take a look at the highlights of the race, Chepil pushed off into the grass off the start. When the lights went out, he was on grid 2. He came through at the end of lap 1, down in 7th place. Lindblad led, pulled away. This was a tragedy. Maxwell Dodds rolled to a stop with an obvious technical issue. The Cosmic of Capieto on the charge. He was briefly through into 3rd place. Went in too deep. Spinner got him on the exit. Brando Badoer looked as though he would miss the podium. Comes home 2nd in the series, does the Italian. And the Kart Republic on the outside of the Cosmic with that move there would also finish 3rd on the podium this afternoon. Lindblad takes the race victory for Kart Republic. I'll get that right. Spinner across the line. Il Siciliano is 2nd in the race, but with that, he is the WSK Euro Series champion for 2020. Lindblad wins the race. Spinner 2nd. Brando Badoer on the podium in 3rd here this afternoon. The podium presentation for the race and indeed the Euro Series live from Lonato in just a moment. The podium presentation here this afternoon for the OK Junior Final. As ever, we'll present the podium for the race, followed by the championship for 2020. The drivers make their way up here, and we're ready to get underway. The WSK Euro Series Round 3. He's been a star all week. He finishes in 3rd place in the race for Team Cetila, Kart Republic, the Italian Brando Badoer. In 2nd place in the race here this afternoon for the Tony Kart Racing team, Il Siciliano, Alfio Spinner. Another dominant drive for the driver from London in England for Team Kart Republic. Wins round 3 of the WSK Euro Series. Arvid Lindblad. The national anthem of Great Britain. Round 3 of the WSK Euro Series for OK Junior. In 3rd place from Italy, Brando Badoer. 2nd place, Alfio Spinner, also of Italy. And from London, England, the winner of Round 3, Arvid Lindblad for Kart Republic. Ringraziamo Brando, Alfio and Arvid anche. Plus the drivers just to step off the podium as we now prepare to award the trophies for the championship for 2020. Last year the title was won, of course, by Andrea Kimi Antonelli, junior category. And we've got a new champion, but it's not the first time he's taken out a WSK Series title in his racing history. So Brando, Alfio and Arvid, 1, 2, 3 in the race here this afternoon. And we're ready to award the trophies for the championship for 2020 in OK Junior. In third place from the Czech Republic for Kart Republic, Igor Chepil. Second place in the WSK Euro Series OK Junior for 2020. Chetila Racing Kart Republic, Brando Badoea. The new WSK Euro Series champion in OK Junior for the Tony Kart Racing team, Il Siciliano Alfio Spina. The podium for the 2020 series. Congratulations, Igor, Brando, and Alfio. We have raced 87 times thus far this week. We've got 10 laps to finish off a fantastic doubleheader here at Lonato. The 60 mini final in just a moment, the WSK Euro Series from South Garda Karting.